Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to welcome our first fabulous instructor for Cozy Comfort, Meghann Andrew with us. Welcome, Meghann.
Hello, Bridget. I can't believe I'm the first too. I'm excited.
I know it's
Kicking
so
it off.
exciting to be the first, right?
I
Because you
know,
really
right?
get to show it. Like nobody's
I
seen it really.
That's
They've seen it,
right.
but not seen it used. So that's a big difference.
Absolutely. And there's no expectation, so I don't have to follow anybody who who was better than
Yeah.
me. So
Oh no, you're amazing. So that's not even a
Thank you.
thing. Put that right out to pasture because that's not even a thing. We're
Thank
excited to
you.
see what you're going to add to this fabulous event. And today
I'm
we're very
excited.
excited. And we
Yeah.
have Jelly behind the badge, my friends. So everybody, please welcome Jelly as well. She'll be
Hi,
posting in
Kelly.
the discount code today. So if you follow the link she gives you, the discount code's built right in there. So you don't
Yes.
even have to transfer a code or type anything in, which is
Yes, I saw
fantastic.
that.
And there she goes again. She's
Thank
Jelly.
you.
We have the
Yes.
bestest behind the badgest here.
Awesome.
So we're so excited to see everybody in the chat. If you have questions for Meghann, please let us know.
Definitely.
Meghann, do you want to introduce yourself? A quick intro, and we'll get crafting.
Yes, I'm Meghann Andrew. I have been crafting since I was in my teens, which is a long time now. And my mom got me started in card making when I was about 15 or 16. She used to take me to her Stampin' Up! Classes to get me out of the house on the weekend. And I think from the first time I heat embossed, I was hooked. I'm sure a lot of people felt that way too. And over the years, I've dabbled in a lot of different things, a lot of scrapbooking once I had my kids and got married. And I still scrapbook now, but I've gone a lot back to card making just because it fills my creative itch, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of creativity that you can get into with card making on a small scale, and I love that. So, yeah.
And it is like scrapbooking, you could leave a layout for like a week and keep coming back to it and adding and or taking this away but a card you generally create, right? You don't
Yes.
leave it and work on it repetitively. It's one and done, like sometimes overnight,
Exactly.
but yeah,
Yeah, and
definitely a little faster.
I think a layout, and the first time I actually designed with Altenew was for scrapbooking, actually. I've been their guest designer before. And I think with a layout, you have such a large space and that can get a little bit overwhelming
Yep.
when you think about having to fill that. And I think a card is almost a bit more instant gratification. You
Yes.
create it a lot faster. You can use a lot of techniques in that small space, but it feels a little less intimidating, I think.
Definitely. I 12 by 12 used to terrify me. I was
Yes.
an 8.5 by 11
Me
scrapbooker
too.
because 12 by 12 scared me. I'm just like, and it's like what, maybe
Yes.
2 inches extra, but I'm
But
like, it just was so scary.
it has to do with the golden rule and I still prefer an 8.5 by 11 inch layout because of that, because it's so much easier to design. And
Yes.
I'm also a one photo kind of layout girl, so I like
Yes.
that one photo. So
The one big focal point with, yes,
yes,
yes.
absolutely.
Otherwise,
Yep.
it's overwhelming to me. And
Yes.
the funny thing is, I love seeing other people's layouts with all the
Mhm.
pictures and all the
Yes.
things. But if I go to do it, I feel super overwhelmed and like, so I
Yes.
don't know. I appreciate it. I just can't do it, I guess.
I know. I know. But I mean, that's why I've gotten back into card making and found my feet again with that. And I just love it. I have a stack of cards over here, always a card that I can give out to someone. I donate a lot of cards too. So yeah.
And it's good to get all that little crafty love out there and inspire
Yeah.
more people. And who wouldn't love to get a card from Meghann? I mean, come on, seriously. I mean,
Well, yeah,
you know,
but, other than that, that's my history kind of. I've designed for a lot of different companies. I currently work for Scrapbook and Cards Today, who work very closely with Altenew
yes.
too. You guys are one of our amazing partners. And, yeah, I just feel very lucky to be where I am, and I have a great YouTube channel. I go live usually once a week. Everybody can find me there. My name is pretty much everywhere you can find me, on Instagram, on YouTube. It's easy. So,
And that's a
yeah,
good thing. It's good to be able to find you and find all the crafty genius that is out there. We
yeah,
love it.
thank you.
So, what are you most excited about the cozy retreat that's coming up in September?
I think that just the kit is beautiful. It is beautiful. And I'm already like, I don't know about you, Bridget, but it's July. So, in the card making world, we switch around seasons. Like right now, you and I are like in Christmas mode, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Designing, yes. It's Christmas.
It's
It's
Christmas.
Christmas when it's 100 degrees out. I have the AC on.
Exactly.
I think that counts as the North Pole. I'm not sure.
Yes, exactly. But when I got this kit, I was like so excited for fall. I was like, "Oh, bring fall on." I know we have months to wait. It's like it won't hit me. Probably when we do this event, it'll still be hot here in Illinois. But when I saw the cardstock colors, when I saw the themes and my project, I'm really excited about. So I think the kit and just the fall vibes that it's giving me is what excites me the most.
So, what are you excited? Do you want to share with us what you're going to pull out of the kit today and share with our
I think
folks?
so. Yeah, let me go down to my down camera. So, okay, am I allowed to tell them what I'm creating with myself in the event?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that's okay.
So my product is the tea potpourri, and I'm going to go in a little bit closer so you guys can see it. This is a tea potpourri stencil set, and it's amazing because it's 5 stencils that we're going to use to create this beautiful background. And so, I've designed my class around this product and adding in a few little things here and there. So I'm not going to create with that one today because I want to wait for class, right? And so that's really exciting because then I get to dive into the rest of it, you know? And I
Yes.
think, yeah, I think that today I'm going to create with my favorite mugs because I just think it is so cute. Look at the mugs. Aren't they adorable? And they're
And the
like
shelf.
layering.
And the
Yes,
shelf. I
the
mean, they
shelf.
thought of it all. The
I
shelf.
know. I know. And actually, when we were, what's great about, working with Altenew is that they ask for your input on the kit. And when I was having that call with Miriam, she was like, "Well, when you think of fall, what do you think of? What makes you feel cozy?" And I was saying like a cup of something hot. I love teacups. Teacups are like I just think they're really fun because you can do
Yeah.
lots of fun things with different colors. Because when you or I open our cabinet with our cups, there's so many different ones, right? And so that's what makes me excited. Oh, the cat.
Yes. I've been trying to keep him away and he's just very persistent. So he loves
That's so
Altenew
funny.
and crafting as well. So it's not
Right.
surprising he's here.
Just
So
let him come
that's
in. Just
just
let
let
him
him
come
come
in.
in. But yeah,
Right.
that is, and that's what I think of fall too, is a nice cozy cup of tea.
Mhm.
We were talking about this earlier, like our favorite hoodies on,
Yes.
got some fluffy socks. It's just like, it's the full on cozy vibe, right? You got to live the
Absolutely.
cozy life.
Absolutely. And I'm a rooibos tea drinker when it's cold. I love a rooibos, kind of like that cinnamony, kind of tea. I like a chai tea too. And so I just imagine one of those kind of teas in one of these cups. It's perfect.
And I love the designs on the mugs. They're like, you want to see these
I
mugs
know.
in your cabinet. They're
I
so
know.
cute.
I know. So you have the ability, and I'll show you guys that they're layering. So that's what's cool about them is you can layer them, 2 different layers to give them that kind of 3D effect, which I'm really excited about. Yeah. Should we get into it? I pulled out all my
Yes.
papers. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do that. And Carrie made a great point. The little shelf would be great for like plants with the mini delights, things like that. So
Yes, like
the
you different, yeah, do double
yeah,
duty for your different sets. I love
it's
that.
it's the
That's a
name
great idea.
all to new, old and new. So we want to put those old things and the new things together
I
and
know.
really, make your stash work for you with the new things. And
Yep.
yes, you can buy a paper pack. Somebody had asked that question. Jelly, could you put the link for the Crafty Necessities cardstock bundle for the Cozy 2025 in there? That would be great. There is a cardstock bundle, of course, because we know. I mean, I know when I
Yep.
go to an event, if there's an extra cardstock bundle, I always buy it because you know, I get so excited. Sometimes I cut in the wrong
You
direction
cut too
and then
much.
I
I
don't have enough
know.
paper.
We all
Oh,
do that. It's not just you. But I
I get
think
so
these cardstock
excited.
colors, look, are so pretty. I love this blush. You know what? I don't know the names off the top of my head. I should have like given myself a little cheat sheet here. But I love this combination.
That's
Ooh, the greens.
beautiful.
I know. Look at the blue. Add in that blue. And then you have your really warm, like your golden yellows, that sienna color. Look at that.
It's
So
just, yeah, I
pretty.
mean, the palette is
It's great.
fantastic.
It is great. I think this is going to be my shelf though. I'm going to do a nice brown shelf. And the great thing about this set is that you can use kind of a mini die cutting machine on everything besides the shelf,
Yep.
right? So the shelf just fits on your A2 piece of cardstock. That's how I usually do mine. I cut like an A2 piece for everything and then keep all the offcuts, you know? Okay, I'm going to bring my die cutting machine up and hope that I don't drop it because that's been known to happen.
Especially the plates. The plates sometimes have a mind of their own.
They
You start
slide off and
wandering.
yes, I know. Let me see.
And
What
then
is
you
everybody
wander.
saying? Debbie has her cozy 24 socks. Yeah, Carrie
I
likes
know.
the fall colors. Yeah.
It'll be, and those socks, like I didn't want to take them off because they're so soft and so cozy. Like I'd take a shower and then I'd be like, well, I just wore them around the
I just
house.
put them
Nobody's
on. I'll just
seen
put them
them.
back
Put them back
on.
on.
Yes.
You know, so
Funny,
yeah.
I sleep in cozy socks still even in the summer.
Yep.
So I do. Because I have to have something on my feet. So
Yes.
I have my cozy socks even in the summer. No shame.
No, definitely not.
No
Now,
shame.
are you definitely kind of like a clean and simple card maker? Where do you kind of fall in there?
I am, I think. I love a white background. And that's why I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to do a white background, but
Yeah.
let's do something fun because one of the other things that is in this kit that I thought was fantastic is the brush set, which I'm trying to find my entire set here. So these watercolor brushes are super high quality and I love the grip. And then the other thing that's in the kit are the watercolors. And, you know, this is my first time trying out the Altenew watercolors. And you really need the tiniest amount.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The color is just so saturated and wonderful. And I actually used it on my card to get a little bit of splatter. And so I thought, why don't I do a little bit of splatter today, right? On the background.
Absolutely.
Since we're going to have some colorful teacups. And I just work on a glass mat here. So it's easy for me just to do, like, when I say the tiniest amount, like, look at that little amount. That's like the tittle on an eye, you know?
Yep.
Something like that. Because before I put way too much. And you just don't want to waste it, do you?
No. I have a case I put them in. So if I have extra, I can leave it. But yes, if you're working on your surface, you want the tiniest tittle size drop.
Tittle,
So
exactly.
Yes.
But like, oh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Just, oh my God. Like you look at it and you're just like, oh, like,
yeah.
So pretty. And it matches your mat perfectly.
I know, doesn't it? And then I try not to go, if you wet it like something like this, and you just very lightly tap, you're not going to get it everywhere, right? So look at that. I mean, that's really clean, clean and simple, right?
And it will dry quickly too. Like you don't have to worry about getting the heat tool. You don't have to worry about all those steps because you use so little.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you can just use some more water, or I always have baby wipes around to make sure things are nice and clean. And I think I'll just put down a little bit of that. What is this one called? This one is dark cyan. And I think I'll do some yellow too. There's also that magenta.
Quinacridone magenta.
Yeah, can you say that word? Okay, thank you for saying that word. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt that word.
When we have quinacridone violet. We had that with a flower. And so I had to Google speak that out and practice that a few times.
Good job.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Oh, that's okay.
You've got me, Bridget.
That's okay. I have to say it more frequently than you do, so that's okay.
I need more
Tiffany,
yellow.
I just got a case. I got an airtight case off Amazon to put my watercolors in for now. But
Mm.
also, if you have our palettes, if you leave it on the palette, it sticks to that. The
Oh,
perfect petal palette in the ceramic, it will stay there. So you can just either put like some press and seal over it or
that's a
something.
good idea.
Yeah, so lots
And
of
then it
ways to
won't dry
use it.
out?
Yep. And then, well,
Oh.
it dries, but you can reactivate it again.
Oh,
So
you just reactivate it.
just
That's a good
reactivate your
idea.
color. Yep. And you don't waste any of that gorgeousness because it's
I know.
all so pretty.
Now this is kind of a darker yellow, which is kind of cool.
Definitely a
So it's
fall
yeah,
vibe
it's
there.
more of
Yeah.
a fall
Yeah.
yellow, which I like.
And your
So
blue's like
then,
dry. Like you can
yeah,
see it
and
on the favorites dry. It's
now
awesome.
I feel really bad because, I just wiped all that up. But if you had a palette, then it's nicer. Then you don't have to lose all that
Or if you had
stuff.
watercolor cardstock, you could always smoosh it up and create. I love doing that as well.
That's a good
Smooshing and
idea.
creating
Yeah,
some
just
fun
to make a
backgrounds.
background. Yeah, just
Yeah.
to make a and that would be really cool on this card too. Is just to do some kind of watercolor background,
Yeah.
you know,
And
if you
you
were
could
more
also,
talented than me at watercolor.
oh, I'm sure you are
Honestly.
fabulous at it. I'm sure you're fabulous.
Okay, so I have a little splatter background. I have my shelf, which
So
is very
pretty.
cute. I know, right? And I love the fact that it kind of takes up your whole card front.
Yep.
And so then you can just think about building with your teacup. So if I think about maybe putting my sentiment right here, and if you guys, I'm excited to show you this sentiment die set because it is fantastic. Look how many sentiments you get in
And the
here.
fonts. I
I
love
know.
different fonts. I
Yes,
mean,
different fonts, but they're very
wild.
classic. Very,
Yes.
very classic, very pretty. So if I think, I mean, this is me pre-planning, you could do something really easy like hello that you could send for anything. You could do hugs. And I think those would fit really beautifully in that space. Let me see if for you will fit in there. Oh yeah, look. So I
That's
think,
perfect.
yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out for you because that's a really nice space there. I bet you thought about that when you designed it. I'm sure. I'm sure you clever people at Altenew thought about that. So then I just need to figure out like what 4 cups I want to do.
That's the hard part.
I know,
They're
right? Because there's a
so
lot. I
cute.
know. Look at all of
Yes.
them. They're so cute. So I'm gonna do that one for
Love
sure.
that one. Yeah.
Me too. Me too. I love what kind of leaf is that?
That looks like almost a monstera. That was my
Monstera. That's it.
guess.
Yes. I like that one. I like this one with the little,
The
glaze
speckled
holes in
kind
it.
of. Yeah.
I think these 4 are what I'm gonna go for.
Nice choices. Love them. Can't wait to
And
see the
they're
colors you pick.
I know. Well, I'm gonna stick to the kit colors
Oh,
because
yes. Yes.
I'm not gonna go off of the kit. Okay, so the cool thing about this is that there's this guide here. So you have B1, B2, B3 all build this. Okay. So, but you can cut, say, B1 and B2 the same color. You don't have to choose, different colors. Or you could cut this one darker and these two the same to build
Yep.
it up, right?
And you can add
Okay.
foam tape. You can, I mean, so many options.
Yeah. And I
So
have
this
your phone
kit,
tape behind
guys,
me.
is for the
Hmm.
Cozy Comfort Retreat. Jelly just put in the code again. We're offering a special code valid for 3 days only for
Hmm.
Megan. And
Yay.
she showed earlier something she's going to use in her class. And then
Hmm.
she is showing now another favorite from the kit so that you guys can see that as well. So check out the link that they're posting if you would
Very
like to
excited.
find out more about this retreat, which once you see the products, definitely going to want to see more.
Yeah,
And Megan, could you show the die kind of close up? Because this is
of
something
course.
kind of new for Altenew, where we
Yeah.
have the letters on the dies.
Yes. Let me just
So
show
this
you.
is new, guys. If you're used to our dies, you're not used to seeing letters and numbers. You're used
It's
to the
very
keyhole
cool.
system, but
Yes.
this is your layers now. Now we've even
Right.
put the embossing letters and numbers in there for you.
Right, so that's easier when you don't have florals, right? Your
Yeah,
keyhole really works for florals, but here
yeah,
you have a B2 right there. So you look on the guide and there's your B2. So
yeah,
it shows how you layer them up, which is really, really clever. And it's really, really easy to see that. This one's B3 right there. So that one has a little tab on it, and B1 has a little tab on it there. So really easy to figure that out. I love that. It's
and
kind
I
of
think
foolproof, right?
yes, and I think this is the first introduction of you guys seeing this in our dies, but this will be continuing with us. You've
Mhm.
also seen it. Actually, you saw it in our creative cuts with the cozy homes. I think that was the first introduction, but it's a newer thing, so I'm so excited by it because, again, like Megan said, it makes it foolproof. It's so easy. You don't have to worry what layer is this? Where am I? What's
Exactly.
my name?
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. I am I'm really good with someone making things simpler for me, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Because just trying to figure it all out. I'm gonna put my used ones up there. So there's B1, and if I grab B2, I'll do the lighter green, and then I can decide if I want to do another layer of the lighter green for B3, which I think I might do, because I kind of want to keep it to the same colors, like those
Yeah.
greens. And I'll try to do that with each of the cups and do kind of one cup in the pinks, one in the yellows. Do it like that. Let's see how that goes.
I
That's my
have to
plan anyway.
I have to say, you putting that little cup up there though, that could be a vase, that could be so many things. Just that shape. Look at
For
all the
sure.
things you could do with just that shape on your shelf. I mean,
Oh,
so
and then,
many.
well, let's talk about what else is in the kit that you could take. Okay, so you could take the smaller of the greenery from the garden mix layering die set
Yep.
and have those like hanging out of it so
Yep.
that it looked like a potted plant.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
That's a good idea. I
I
hadn't thought of
know.
that. I love it. Now
Yeah,
I want to go make it. Oh my
I
gosh.
know. The other thing is if you wanted to do this as a two-layer, you could make that choice here too. There's
Yes.
nothing saying that you have to do the B3 layer, but I'm going to try it just to make sure that I don't want to do a third layer. You know,
And you could
I think
even use shimmer paste through the second layer and then pick up that second layer, use it like a
oh,
stencil with some shimmer
yes,
pastes.
that's a good idea.
It's see,
That's a
this
really
is
good idea.
the I just Aram just put ideas. See, this is it
Yes.
starts flowing, you get creative minds together and we're all like, "Wait, here we go. We got this.
Well,
We got this."
well, that's the best thing about having a collaboration too, is that, you talk with other creatives and they get your mind kind of going, don't they? I
Yes.
love that. I love that so much.
And I
Okay,
love
so
this. Oh, sorry. I was just going to
oh,
say
go
I
ahead.
love this too cuz as you're showing, I mean, just
Mhm.
that idea by adding that firm to the mug, which is a vase kind of,
Mhm. Mhm.
so many possibilities just in this kit. And then you add your older supplies in and I mean, it's
Right.
unstoppable.
Yeah. Does anybody else keep their tools in their original packaging, or is it just me? Like, I'm obsessed with keeping the tubes.
Yes, because it doesn't get scratched that way, and it's good
Is
for
that what it
travel.
is? Okay, I don't know
Yes.
why, but I'm so obsessed with keeping things in the tubes. Okay, so this just makes it really just more dimensional, you know? Adding that third layer gives it that extra height so that it looks, just a lot more dimensional. I love that. So let's put that one together. I'll just put them together as I go here.
I feel like I need
And
Altenew to start making these cups now, like, make the cup, so we can buy the cup, so
so
we
yeah,
can
I
make the
yes,
cup and
sell
drink
them.
out of the cup all at the same time.
I love that. I would buy an Altenew cup,
They're so
especially
cute.
everything that you guys create is so pretty, and it
Yes.
usually has those, like, pretty, like, feminine touches to it, which I love.
The
Okay.
gorgeous florals.
Yes. Okay, so look, I love that there's a little bit on the bottom,
Yeah.
so you can see some of that green on the bottom. That is so cute. And I'll put the second layer on. My fingers are already inky. Like I have paint on them.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
love
say
it.
you haven't even
Yeah.
touched ink yet.
I know.
Uh-oh.
I already got the paint on. Let me go closer so you guys can see the detail in this. Oh, look here too. When you die cut it out,
Yep.
you can puts that B1 indentation on your paper too
Yes.
when you have those little tabs.
So it's because a lot of us like to cut like tons of stuff at once if we can, right? We want to cram it all
Mhm.
in there. So
Mhm.
that's the great thing
Absolutely.
is now you have like a roadmap as to what pieces
Yes.
so you're not scratching your head.
I love it. Look at that. That's so clever. I love that. Okay, so let's do so we did that one. Let's grab I love on your layering guide how you guys have them colored actually. Like
Yes.
why recreate the wheel when I could just do it like you did? You know? I think product packaging is like a lot of people just need to keep their stuff in the original package because of
Yes.
all of the work that you guys do to give us those ideas, you know? It's fantastic. Okay, A2. So that's A what is that? That's A2. So I need A1.
If you'd like to, you should be able to take that clear sheet out if you want to. There
Yeah.
you go. And if you want to
So then
look
I
at your
don't
back
have
that
to.
way, that's also something newer for us, you guys, where it's
Mhm.
outlined on the sheet and the sheet comes out because we
That's
heard you
nice.
guys that you were fighting the dies and the packaging was losing. And I like to keep my packaging as well, and I want it to look
Yes.
perfect. So
Yes.
this is the solution. So
There's
we can have pretty
A1.
packaging, everyone.
Yes, we all like pretty packaging. And then A3. This is so clever. I love it. Love
I
it,
was
love it.
obsessed with these. It was one of those, I just was like, I looked at this and I'm like, how am I going to stop? Like, that was my first question because they're so cute. And then you want to do
They
it
are
in
so cute.
every color, you know?
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. This is kind of like one of those cool kitchens that has open shelving that I don't have because I'm a mom and I have lots of things in my cabinets, you know?
Well, and I fear dust. I love
Yes.
seeing these kitchens, but like, I don't want one because it feels
I
like a
know.
lot of work. Like, it just
Yes.
feels like more work.
Yes, and you always have to keep it styled. That's a lot of work
Yes.
for me too. I'm like, who has
Yes.
time to keep it styled and cool? So I'll stick with my cabinets and put these on my cards.
There you go. See, but you could put one in your kitchen and be like, yep, see, I got it right
Yeah,
here.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so there's my A1. I'm gonna put that up there. So A2, you guys have colored in that lighter, that blushy pink, which is so pretty. So let's give that one a try. And I'm just gonna stick that there.
We've
Oh,
talked
but
about like a lot of these kind of cool improvements that Altenew is making in packaging and dyes that helps with layering. But
mhm.
what do you have for advice for like a beginner that maybe this is their first event?
Yeah, I think, well, the quality of instructors, and that does not mean me. I mean, I can't believe I'm in this instructor lineup because it's really amazing. It
It
really
does
is.
mean Megan. Just for the record, Megan. It does mean Megan. I
I
can say
mean,
that. It does mean Megan.
I'll just say, like, some of my favorite card makers, and who are my friends too, right, are
Yes.
included in this event. And did I do that one right? Yes, I did. I think just when you get your kit, sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're a newbie and you're not so sure how everything works together. And I would say do your homework, follow those instructions, get ready for class as best as you can, and then just let the instructor guide you, right? Trust that you're in this event because you wanted that live class so that you could learn and be led, and that's what we're here to do for you. I know that my class itself, you know, we're creating one card in this class, and that's because, you know, for us to work carefully through the stencil set, it's going to take us about an hour to color that image. And so I really wanted to like take our time to walk everyone through that stencils and teaching them how to mask things off and do that. And I know the caliber of the instructors in this event, all of us are here to help you to learn, right? So I would say just, you know, sit back and let us guide you.
And
Don't
I think
stress about what you don't know.
And
Yeah.
I think the key is what you mentioned. Altenew provides lots of opportunities. We have
Mhm.
unboxings, we
Mhm.
have demo days. Watch the demo days, learn how to use your supplies, go to the homework session, get everything pre-cut, ready for class.
Mhm.
And some folks, if they are a slower crafter, sometimes maybe they emboss something ahead of time or
Mhm.
something like that. So just relax and have fun. And like Meghann said, these guys got you. Like they
Mhm.
got you. They will not let you trip or fall. They got you. So,
Right, exactly. And that is a good point too about the homework session and just making sure. And I think most of us, if I can speak for some of them, will know that sometimes die cutting can be a little bit overwhelming for people when you're trying to keep up. So
yeah,
all of my die cutting I made for homework because that's easy, right? Everyone can
yeah,
do that on their own time.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that no matter if you're an experienced card maker or a newbie, you're going to be in really good hands in this event for sure.
What we also had a question. What is the cinnamon tea that you mentioned? Somebody's ready for
Oh,
cinnamon tea with you.
so I like a rooibos tea, which is a non-caffeinated tea, so you can have it at night and not have to worry about staying up. I think rooibos is from South Africa, but you can have rooibos in many different flavors, and my favorite is like a cinnamon vanilla rooibos tea. So it's really, like
Sounds
cozy.
delicious.
It's cozy and wonderful. Yes, you can find all sorts of different cinnamon rooibos. And then if you like a chai tea, you can find a decaf chai as well. And those are very cinnamony, but sometimes they border on spicy because of all that black pepper,
Yeah.
because chai has black pepper in it. So I say a rooibos is usually more of a crowd pleaser. So they're really good. I love a rooibos tea.
We should have asked that as a question. What is your favorite tea? Because I think most of the instructors drink tea. I've heard
Mhm.
mentioned around. So
Yeah. I'm a coffee drinker during the day, and I
yeah,
and I typically do not drink tea um in the summer because it warms me too much, right? But in the winter, that's when my tea phase comes out. And I am the wife of a British person, so me not drinking tea is really weird, you
that's
know?
my daughter-in-law is British. So
Okay,
yes,
you
I've
get it.
I've been moved over. Carissa has joined us, and she said, "I love Meghann because she knows so much about so many things. Dot
Oh,
dot dot like tea."
oh, you're so sweet. Carissa's my friend. I love her. Yeah, and I
I
can't believe she's in this event with me. I'm excited.
I know, and
I'm
we just got to
excited.
see her. Did you see her in Vegas?
I did.
You
Oh,
got
well,
to
no,
do.
sorry, I didn't. I
Oh, you did.
didn't. We just missed each other because
Okay.
she taught, and then I flew in right when she was finishing, so we
Oh
totally missed
no.
each other. I know, but it's
I
okay.
I was spoiled. I got to have a chat with Carissa, so it was
You
fun. I
did.
got spoiled. Yes.
That's
I got
cool.
to see all you guys. It was so wonderful.
I know, it was wonderful. I agree.
We
Okay.
we have so many people putting in their favorite teas in here, guys. So start writing these down if you're a tea person. Oh, Jelly.
Aren't these so
Oh,
cute? I just
these
love
are
them.
so adorable.
These are adorable. And you know what you can do? You can add the blending to the edges of the cups to make them look even more
Oh yeah.
three-dimensional, right?
Yeah.
If you are a really clean and simple card maker like me, you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. But if
Yeah.
you like that added dimension, adding some of that ink around the edges would really, really work. So my last cup is this one here. And I'm just going to decide what colors I want to do. I kind of like what you guys did there. So maybe
So
I'll do that.
do you want to hear a crazy idea I had for these cups? I mean,
Yes,
it's out there.
of course I do.
A shaker cup. It would be
A
little
shaker.
bits of foam tape, but I love that. I
Oh,
don't
you mean on
mind.
the shelf, like little tiny oh.
Like, so behind the leaf one especially, you could put
Uh-huh.
foam tape around that. Few little
Uh-huh.
sequins in there. How cute would that be?
Yeah.
A little shaker mug. They're
That
so
would be
cute.
that would be really tiny shaker. I'll let you go for that, Bridget. I'll let you go for that one. That's so
I
funny.
love tiny pieces of foam tape.
Do
I challenge
you?
myself how thin I can get them. Yes, I do. So,
That's
yes.
funny. Well, you guys have excellent foam tape. I'll use it when I put on my mugs.
Yes.
Okay, so F1 is here. F2 is here. And F3 is the top.
And that could
Who's
be
here?
like a little
So
pitcher of
cute.
lemonade, your F1. Like I saw that
Yes.
and I'm like lemonade or iced tea in the summer. This set is
Yeah.
so versatile, guys. I'm so glad you chose this, Megan. Just
It
showing the
is.
versatility of this set. It's so cute.
Well, you could actually cut that out of white and then just ink
Yep.
blend it so that it looked like it was a glass,
Yep.
right? Like a glass pitcher. That's a really great idea.
Oh,
If
and
you were
Kay
really
Molina just
talented.
had perfect for a mad tea party. That's a good
Oh,
idea
yes.
too.
Oh, does someone know me? Because I'm a Disney nerd, so they just spoke my language right there. I
We
love
got
that.
tea all over the place. Disney, where we got your people with us, Megan.
I
All your
know.
peeps are
My people
here.
are here. My people
Yes.
are here. I just went to Disney last week, so I'm
Oh
just
my
getting
gosh.
back. After Vegas, I went to Disneyland.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yes. So I had a
Very
blast.
cool.
It was cool. It was cool. And I did ride the teacups. And funny enough, I rope dropped, and the ride that I was going to go on first thing in the morning was actually closed.
Oh,
And so I turned and went to the teacups and rode it. I was the only one on it, and I was the first ride of the day. So it was
that's
kind of
so
magical.
cool.
It was
That's so
magical.
cool.
Yeah,
You should scrapbook that. That should
I
be a
should.
scrapbook page. So
Yes,
should be a scrapbook page.
I know. I know. It was so cute. Okay, I'm going to do 2 layers of this one and then 1 layer of this blush pink. I love that the darker one is down at the bottom so that the weight is kind of more distributed.
Yes, and that's an excellent point. So, guys, that's something. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and kind of explain your
Hmm.
thinking there? Because I know
Yeah.
a lot of folks struggle with color palette, color theory, that
Hmm.
kind of thing.
hmm I think for me, when I'm designing a card, I try to keep the heavier things toward the bottom, and I would do that on a scrapbook layout as well, so that the weight was more towards the bottom of the page. And when you talk about visual weight, the colors that you choose hold more weight. So if you have a darker color, that holds more weight. If you have a heavier pattern, that holds more visual weight. So it has nothing to do with the actual weight. It's everything about how your brain perceives it. So lighter colors seem lighter, right? And so therefore, I put the heaviest color or the darkest color at the bottom of the card. Okay, so there are my cups. And before I put them all together, I'm going to cut my sentiment out because that is really cute. So I'm going to do For You. And I think I should stick probably to these warmer colors. Let me see here. I think, oh, this is so tricky. I might do this darker yellow actually, because it'll really stand out.
Yep.
Yep. I think I'll
Now,
do
do
that.
you like having like I don't want to say a limited palette because it's a pretty big palette, but do you like having that kind of confined palette
I would
maybe?
say yes. I would say yes, because if I had the full palette here, then this live stream would be over an hour long. I'd be going back and forth on what I was going to do. So I do appreciate having just a few papers to choose from. But I'm sure all of our friends who are joining us for the event have a lot more Altenew papers that they can pick from too, if they want to change
Oh,
things up
yes.
from what the instructors are doing. Somebody asked why my shelf is tilted because I'm not done
Yeah.
yet.
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
done yet.
glued down yet. We're in the process. Oh,
Exactly.
Joy.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I don't glue down until like the very end, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you
Because
always
you just
regret it, and sometimes you have to
exactly.
trim it out with scissors. It's just a thing. You have to wait
Exactly.
till the end.
Now I always keep this is the one thing I'm gonna add. I always keep extra vellum in my desk drawer here whenever I
Yep.
cut into vellum. I keep some, and I'm going to use vellum for my shadow layer to add that
Yep.
on top so that it just softens that a little bit and helps that sentiment to stand out.
And I think too, people are afraid to do that sometimes, but I think if you're overwhelmed with what color to choose, sometimes vellum is the answer because it's so
Mhm.
soft. It goes with
Absolutely.
everything, you
Yes, I would
know.
agree with that, and it just adds, a different it's almost like a different texture, right? It's like a
Yes.
cloudiness. So let's do
Yes.
that. Now, one thing I'm seeing here, and this is a total designer in me, it's bugging me, is that I have too many of the warmer colors right next to each other.
Hmm.
And even though this green is more of the warmer green, I want to do that. So then that green breaks up all those yellows and reddy colors, but look how much better
Yep.
that looks, you
Yep.
know? That makes me feel better. Okay, so let's put together our teacups real quick, and then you can pick my brain on anything you have for me, Bridget.
Well, Jelly was just saying in the comments too, having, the limited color palette as well is nice. Somebody's already matched it. You don't have to worry about it. You know it works.
So
So
true.
you can go back to it time and time again because I
Mhm,
know that's always the first question like that I used to see when we did these kind of interviews is how do you pick your colors? Where do you get your
mhm.
inspiration from? So I'll ask you that. Where do you get your inspiration from?
I love on Pinterest when there are like color combo charts,
Yep.
especially ones that are seasonal that I wouldn't necessarily have tried before, right? I always have to bring myself out of my little box, sometimes.
Yep.
Would I have typically added that green in here? Probably not. So I think this is kind of forcing me to try that. And this blue, look at how beautiful that blue is, that slate kind of blue.
Yep.
It's not something I would have put with a fall color palette because I would have chosen these kind of yellow tones, and even this bright pink is a little bit different for me, having that
Yep.
pop of color. And so, yeah, I love on Pinterest. So I have a color board on Pinterest
Mhm.
that has a ton of those like color charts, and I use those all the time when I'm kind of feeling lost on color.
It can get overwhelming, so it's good to have those places to
Mhm.
go to that you can count on.
Mhm.
I know I save product projects from Instagram that I see that are beautiful. I'm like,
Yes.
I never would have thought of that color combo, and I'll add that. And then
Mhm.
Altenew also has color combos with their ink colors on the website for free, so you can go check those out. They put some color palettes together for you.
Yes.
You can always put one out and kind of put and that's the great thing is I think you see those like 5 or 6 colors and you're like, "Oh, okay." Then you
Mhm.
get more confident using them and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop this one in and take this one out." And
Exactly. You can
yeah.
add your own or add some metallics, which are always kind of
Oh,
great
yeah.
neutrals to add.
Now, what's your favorite metallic color?
Okay, my favorite metallic ever is rose gold,
Oh, yeah.
hands
Yeah.
down. Hands down rose gold
I'm a
because
gold. Yeah,
yeah,
gold gold.
it's not too it has that pinkish hue to it,
Yep.
which I love because I love pink. It's not too brassy.
Yep.
And so it's a little bit more neutral, I would say, than using gold. But other than that, I love like a champagne because it's right in the middle, you know?
Yep.
Champagne makes me happy in
Yes.
in liquid form and color form too. Oh, it's a little early to be thinking about that, but just I had to put it out there.
It's 12:44 here in Maine.
It's
You're
five
good.
o'clock somewhere, right?
That was
So
my
funny.
dad's moniker. Yes.
Yes, that's so funny.
And then I got
Oh.
friends all over the world, and it really was 5 o'clock somewhere. You
Exactly.
know.
Yes, your team is all over the world, right?
Yes. Yes,
You
because
guys are
Aram,
everywhere.
it's late for Aram. Aram's already into tomorrow. So
Yes,
she's working on tomorrow for us. Oh,
yes.
Aram said, wait till you see the gorgeousness Carissa created with the Nimbus. Ooh.
Oh, I know Carissa, and I know how talented she is, so I do not doubt that for 1 second.
All of you, the projects, I mean, jaw dropping doesn't describe it. It just seeing these come in, it's such a treat to see them come in and
Yes.
see what you guys create because you guys are using the same products But
Yes.
it's so different. It is
I
so
really
different. All the styles are
Yeah, I
so
really
amazing.
love my card. I think it's so pretty. Can I just show this too? Because we had talked about this before we went live.
JC always like sneaks it in. Yes, yes, you
Oh
can.
my goodness. I was like, that is gonna be stunning. I don't know who's teaching that, but wow. That is
I
a
did that on white.
I
Oh,
was gonna say that could be a card in itself. It's
yeah.
just gorgeous.
Just pop a sentiment on there with
Mhm.
some rose gold and vellum on the white. I mean,
Absolutely.
seriously,
Absolutely. Now the
gorgeous.
other thing you could do, so this is kind of a quick and simple card for a Monday morning live stream. We're just like warming up for the week ahead. But
Yes.
the other thing you could do if you wanted to take more time is to cut your shelf out of different cardstock colors, and then you could have different colors behind your cups.
Yep,
That
absolutely.
that would be super cute
Or
too.
a shaker behind the shelves.
Mhm.
Oh,
That
Carissa
would be
just came in.
super
She
cute.
goes, "That's mine." And then Aram came in. That's Carissa's.
That's Carissa's. That's Carissa's. Okay, yeah, it's amazing. I'm
It's
sure that Carissa
beautiful.
knocked that one out of the park.
I mean,
Yes.
all of you guys are so phenomenal. I mean, this lineup, every time they put the lineup together, I think, oh, it can't get better. And then I see the new lineup and I'm like, okay, yeah. Like Aram said, it's just amazing. You
Well,
guys are just phenomenal on your own, but put you guys together, you are a crafty force. I mean,
yes.
amazing.
It's an amazing set of instructors, and I'm really excited to be teaching with Altenew for the first time. And it's weird that it feels that way because I work with you guys all the time, but I'm
Yes.
like, yeah, this is the first time I'm teaching with Altenew. So
And it's so
I'm very
exciting.
excited. Yes, I'm very
Yes.
excited to have been included in the lineup and
We
grateful.
we are so excited you are able to join us and
Yeah,
share your genius with us. I firmly believe there was this movie I saw years ago, and Owen Wilson, I can't think of the name of the movie, but Owen Wilson said everybody brings their own nest. So you bring your Meganness, I bring my
that's so
Bridgetness,
true.
Erin
Yeah,
brings her Aramness. And without each of us, we don't
yeah,
bring that magic to the table. So yes, like
that's
Aram said,
true.
each project is unique and brilliant. So
Yeah, just like
yes.
a collective force is what we
Exactly.
are. Yes. All right, so how great is this?
Oh, it's magic.
Just this huge
Magic.
roll of foam. Yes, I love it. I
Makes
love
my
it.
heart happy just
It
seeing
does
it.
me too, actually. Or are you the same person as me? Like we used to get really excited about new school supplies?
The smell of pencils.
Yes,
I
all
still
the
may
things.
wander in the school supply alley lane at the grocery store and just smell the pencils.
Well,
Just
luckily I still
flip
have
through a
kids that
notebook.
yeah, kids that I have to buy school supplies for, so I get to take them home and smell them. You
My
know?
my daughter-in-law is going back to law school, not this year,
Oh,
because
cool.
I'm going to say it now. They're having a baby. I'm going to be a grandmother. I haven't announced it
What?
publicly, but yes. So it's out.
Bridget,
It's
that's
out. I'm
exciting.
so excited. Yes.
Congratulations.
Actually, about a month after this event. So hopefully hopefully my granddaughter will hang in there.
Oh,
She's gonna be a crafter. She'll get it. So I'm
of
sure she will
course.
not come during the event. She would never do that.
You're
Uh,
gonna make sure she's
she
a
would never
crafter.
disrupt crafting.
Let's be honest. You're gonna make sure that she's a crafter.
Exactly. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm already ready. Like I'm looking at little tables that she can sit at and all that.
Oh, so cute.
But so my daughter-in-law is going to go back to law school after she has the baby, so I could buy her pencils and notebooks. So I'm pretty excited.
Yes, that's exciting. Does that mean
Very
you get to
excited.
babysit too?
Oh yes, yes,
Okay,
I'm very
good.
excited. So yes, I'm in the middle of moving right now, which is why I'm not in my room because my room doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
The room tour
wow.
that you guys saw because I'm moving, so I can be close to the kids for when the
Oh,
baby comes.
that's
So
exciting. Do you have to move very far?
2.5 hours.
Oh, that's pretty
So
far.
yeah, I'm going from basically the middle of the state up by Canada
Okay.
down to the bottom down by Massachusetts.
Oh,
So
wow. Are you
yeah,
excited about that?
I am
Like
so happy. I
starting new? Yeah,
so happy. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
For
That's
many,
so
many
great,
reasons.
Bridget.
So excited. So
Yay, I'm
yay.
excited for you.
Thank you.
That's very
I'm so
exciting.
excited.
Now, you know what? There could be another cup here, but I love the way that that is feeling.
I
Doesn't
love
it
the
feel
change. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
feel it. I feel like it feels, leaving that open just feels
Yeah.
really pleasing to me. You know,
Yes, and
it
that's
does.
I
It
think
feels good.
you've mentioned this a couple of times, and I think it is the most important thing in crafting is trust your eye, because your
Absolutely.
eye is very finicky and it will let you know immediately when it's like,
If
yeah,
something doesn't
no.
feel right.
Yeah,
It's a gut check thing,
yeah,
right? It's a gut check thing.
yeah,
Now, here's the thing about vellum that I like is that you can see through it. And so even though it is transparent, you can put your foam tape on kind of behind
yeah,
where your die cuts are.
yeah.
So you can still pop it up. So I just cut little strips
You're
and
my
do
kind of
that.
girl. I love it.
I know. It's a little finicky, but you know what? It's worth it.
It is.
It is worth it. And you don't have to do it too much. You just want to make sure that your sides and your center, like here, I can put that one all the way across there, are kind of covered. And let's see. And then you can kind of turn it over to decide, does that feel solid enough? And I think mine does. I really love this. How cute is that?
This is so, and I love your
It's
white
cute.
space. You
Well,
rocked the white space.
yeah, I like a clean and colorful card. That's kind of
Yeah.
my style, right? Clean and colorful.
And that's
Little
the
bit of
great
splatter.
thing,
Yeah.
like, about this is that everybody has a different style, right? So you guys
Mhm.
get to try on all the styles in this as
Yes.
well.
Absolutely.
And this is technically a clean and simple mixed media card
Yeah.
because you used watercolor
Right.
and cardstock. So how I never think of that. Like, I always think of mixed
Mhm.
media as pastes and watercolor and messy and sprays, but this really is mixed media and it's
It
very
is. Yeah.
clean mixed media, which is
Right.
fantastic.
And mixed media is not technically my forte,
Yeah, me
but
too.
just that little bit of splatter makes me happy. And if you wanted to get like you could go more feminine with this one and say you could take some of these little flowers
Mhm.
and put them around, or you could, what else could you do
Oh
here?
gosh, I love that idea.
There
Because
are so
this would
many
be
things.
great
Yeah.
masculine card, right? Like, this is a
Uh-huh.
great masculine card.
Absolutely, because it's kind of a no frills. You could
Yep,
do, like we said, some of these plants coming out of your, and the great thing about these is that you can cut them down to be
yep.
even tinier so that they just, kind of come out of there. I just think that's easy. I don't
And
know.
you can even
This
layer it
makes
on the
me
mug if
happy.
you wanted to. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it you could do like a almost how we were talking about leaving like one of those white and doing a lemonade. You could put one of the little
Mhm.
leaves from the fern in there, like it was like, cucumber and mint
Mhm.
water or something. There's so many
Oh, that's a
things you
cute
can
idea.
do.
That's a cute
So
idea.
many.
You could stamp the background as well with something to give it like a pattern if you wanted to do that. Like,
Yep.
should I show the stamp because this is amazing? Should I
Yes.
show it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're letting all the cats are running out of the bags.
I know.
That's
I
it.
know. That beautiful floral, that's
Yeah.
really thin, detailed, super thin. So you could have that floral coming out. You could do some oranges on the background and just do them tone on tone
Yeah.
so that it's not too heavy. But I think that we need a few gems because
Oh yeah.
which one? These are the mother of pearl gem
Those
sparkles.
are my favorites.
I love them.
Those
Okay,
and
so I need my
Sicilian amber. Can't get
oh,
enough of either of
Sicilian
those.
amber. That's a great name.
Oh, you don't have those ones? Oh,
No,
you need those in your life.
I need
They
them.
they
I love
they're the
that name
perfect like
though.
brownish color. I
Yeah,
mean, they would change your life, Megan. They really would change your life.
Sicilian amber. I just
Oh
love
yeah.
that. Who comes up with these names? I need to know.
The product development team, but I know Tisneem names a lot of things. She has
That's
fabulous
awesome.
names. She
Right.
really
I love
does.
that. I love that. All right, so I'm just gonna put 5. 5. I like things in fives.
And I love this too because how easy would this be to convert to like a journal page?
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's so easy to do that.
Mhm.
Going out for tea with the girls, or,
Mhm.
the kids have a boba or something after, just lots of
Yeah.
ways. Oh, Aram wants the iridescent. Aram said the iridescent are hers.
Iridescent gem sparkles. I need to check those out too. There's so many
Those are
amazing
cool.
Altenew products. I mean, how do we even keep track of how good they are?
They're
I love that.
fantastic.
I love
Oh
that.
my
It
gosh,
makes me
Meghann, you
happy.
started us off with a crafty bang. Like, holy, the ideas, the inspiration, the
Oh, I love the
beautiful
cups.
card.
I love the cups. I'm excited about this. And my card for the event is totally different. It's die cutting light. We are going to really be focusing on that stencil. We're going to take our time and let me just show the stencil real quick
Yeah,
before
because
we go.
my favorite
We have
part
to show
about that
you.
stencil is that
Hmm.
it that space. Can you show that space and just kind of
Yes. Show
I
them how
love
that works.
oh my gosh, my mind was blown. I'm like, this is perfection. Perfection.
I can't wait for the attendees to see my cards because I've shown them how to fill in the space with a stencil and how to do it with die cuts too. So you can choose your pick your own adventure, right?
Love that.
Okay. So here I'll put these against here so you can really see. That's stencil one. So you have that beautiful kind of greenery and your flower centers. Here's stencil two with your daisies. I'm going to call them daisies. And then this kind of Russian sage. I'm going to make up my own name for,
Oh, I
for
call it a
these.
fern. So okay,
A
I like
fern.
Russian
Okay.
sage. It's
Russian
fancy. I
sage.
like it.
We have it in our garden. So that's,
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know many plants. And then your oranges. And this is the clever, clever part.
Yes, it is.
Instead of adding another stencil that you would have to pull it off, you have your other orange slices here. And then if you can see, there's etched lines here that show you where to line up your previous what you previously ink blended.
Yeah.
So this little Russian sage here lines up with this one, so it's kind of foolproof when you line everything up. And then all you have to do after this layer is move it so that you line up the other half of the oranges, and then you ink blend them too. So that's
Yeah.
3. Here's 4. This is what Bridget was talking about. So when you put these together, let me see, put it against the start. See how there's that space right there in the stencil? So these fit inside of that space. So if you want a really thin card that you can just pop in the mail without putting extra postage on, then you can put these right in the middle, one of your sentiments, and you'll have a 1-layer card that you don't have to worry about. Then you have this extra stencil. This is the 5th stencil, and this is for if you want to fill in that gap so that you can, just have a straight up pattern across the entire A2, or put a small, maybe a strip sentiment instead. And there's a couple of different small sentiments. Look at these. See? In here. So if you want to put a
Yeah.
little tiny sentiment, then you can do that. But it's a really great stencil set, and I cannot wait to show you guys how to use it. But look, oh,
So
isn't that
pretty.
amazing? I know.
So
It's
pretty. And
amazing.
I love the sentiments. Like
I
I
know.
love the sentiments
Yes.
when I use that. I'm like, this is genius.
Yeah,
Genius. It fits perfectly. Oh,
I
so
love it. I
exciting.
just think it's really, and I love the tea potpourri name too. I thought that was very clever because I could see your loose tea. That's kind of what
Yeah.
it reminds me of. So,
Where I'm moving, they have a coffee shop and they have like old library drawers and they're all
oh,
like
filled with loose
teas.
tea.
So you can go
Nice.
pull them out and you smell them and then put them in your little bag and it's very cute and it makes your tea more enjoyable. It's like the whole from
Yes.
start to finish, the whole experience is just
Yes, that is
amazing.
cool
So
that you can pick your own tea. I love that Jelly is saying it makes us much more excited. Yes, I think seeing all the products gets everybody really pumped. So if you haven't signed up and you're excited about what I just shared, there's more. There's
yes,
more.
that's
So
not even like I want to
I
say she's
know.
not even touching on stuff. She showed so much stuff today
I don't want
and
to spoil it
still
for everybody because I know I have
still
all the other instructors after me, right?
we have more
So
coming. Yeah, tomorrow we have Kelly tomorrow
that's exciting.
with us. So exciting and we're at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So an hour
Okay.
later tomorrow.
Yeah.
But and hopefully Megan will pop in the you never know
Yes.
when all the instructors pop in and it's so much fun to see all you guys together.
Yes.
Even in the chats and in the interviews, it's awesome to see you guys all
Yes.
popping in together and everything.
Absolutely.
Megan, seriously, no words for how amazing you started off this
Thank
event.
you.
We
Thank
are
you
all
so
so
much.
excited Make sure you guys click on that link, and it's in the description. So if you're worried, oh no, it's in the chat, I missed it. It's in the description. Click on it. It'll
Yeah.
take you, and it'll take you to that discount. So we love to give you guys discounts because we all like discounts. So we like to give the discounts out to our fabulous customers as well.
Yes.
Oh, Christine would like to know, are the photos behind her other card makers? The top one looks like the
no,
guy from
that's
Conquer the Night.
that's actually
Greg?
a gift that someone had given me,
Oh,
not Greg,
nice.
but a gift from one of my friends in Canada, and it just makes my heart really happy.
Yep.
And so it's something that I usually just keep up there, and that's a gift. That one is a gift from Catherine from Scrapbooking Cards Today. So I love rainbows.
I love the rainbow.
So,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's my everyday go-to.
I've gotten to the point now. People are like, "What's your favorite color?" And you can't say rainbow. And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
The cup.
Rainbow.
She's asking about the cup. The tumbler is from Vicki Donnelly, who she creates tumblers for.
Yes.
So she put my picture on it with all my favorite card makers like Gina and Simon. And it's a really great one. So yeah, Carissa's on there too.
There, we already have Carissa. Carissa's already in the building, folks.
Yeah, she is. She's here. She's here with me. Thank you.
You guys got to make sure in your space to surround yourself with things that you love.
Things that you love.
Well.
Yes, absolutely.
That helps you create. Looking at
It does.
beautiful things and beautiful memories help you to create.
Absolutely.
All right, my dear friends.
Thank you,
Meghann. Thank you so much. It was so awesome to have you come on over and craft with us and share your passion for this event, this kit, and crafting.
I'm so excited to be involved in it. Thank you all. Thank you.
We are so excited to have you be able to join us. We know how busy you are, so it's awesome that you are able to join for the event. The event worked out and everything. Don't forget to use that code for Meghann. I will be back tomorrow with another fabulous instructor from the Cozy Comfort 2025, Kelly Taylor, at 1 p.m. So excited. Bring your questions, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you from all of us at Altenew for allowing us to help you craft your life. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.